Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Siddiqui. I'm a voracious reader, and yes, I have been away for a very long time. I was not able to finish reading books, any book for that matter. This was the book actually. This is what got me stuck, and I'd like to blame a reader's block for it, but I think it was not a reader's block. It was just this story and this book that did not allow me to finish it because it was, well, I don't know what it was, but I was just not able to finish books. And I think I'm going to let it pass because really sometimes you don't want to read. And this was just that time when I didn't want to read. And I have applied all those techniques that I've been talking about, where you read one page in the night before going to bed. I tried all of these, but I just was not able to pick up the book with interest and read on. I'd like to blame the story, the book itself, but maybe that was not the case. Because this book is, and it's a cute story of one character living in a town called Destiny, and this is a series of the Destiny novels, one book of the Destiny novels, where there are different characters and they all have their different stories, and there are different novels with those stories. So you can pick another Destiny novel and start reading, and you'll probably read about a character, and there is a repetition of a lot of characters in all those stories because they're all people from the same town. It kind of gave me that Maeve Binchy feels, which is kind of how she writes, one little town, different characters and their stories all put together makes one big story. I like her style of writing. It's very cozy. This is an American author, Toni. So I was expecting the same kind of feels, but it wasn't that cozy. Yes, the characters were nice and lovable. They're all very supportive to each other. But this story in particular, was a lot of physical romance, which was not really very interesting to me. I think one third of the book, I would say, was all physical. So I guess that was the reason why I just didn't want to go on reading, because there was very little substance to the story and just too much of the flaws of two characters clashing with each other, and they're not able to make up their mind about one thing or the other. So story wise, I was not very, very invested in it, which is why it took me so long to finish the book. Also, sometimes you don't want to read, and this was one of those times. So I think I should not be blaming the book. I was about to say boring book. Maybe it wasn't that boring, but you should give it a read. If you are into romances, then this is the book for you. It is a good series because there are different characters, and I'm sure they have like very lovable stories and lovable romantic stories put together. But this one was not that amazing. I wasn't like wowed by it. I've begun reading another book, and I'm hoping that book is going to be a little more interesting, and it is kind of interesting. It's one of my favorite authors, so I'm very excited about it. And I am able to read that book more frequently than I was able to read this, because I did not touch this for many weeks, like about 8 to 10 weeks. I did not touch it. So let's hope the next book is much better and I come back next week with the story of that book. Until then, you guys should stick around. I know I was away for a while, but that does not mean I'm not going to read books. That does not mean I'm going to come and tell you which books not to read and which books to read. So I will see you around. Hit that subscribe button. I will see you next week. Bye bye.